Hello everyone, welcome back to the Q&A station. Today's Q&A will be in celebration of 10k subs. I could have done something else, but I have no ideas, so hey, I'm gonna answer more questions. Also, Ashy is here. Ashy, come say hi. There she goes. She'll probably come back later. Okay, so our first question is from Yayot, or Yayote, I don't know what it is. And they ask, are you going to come to Canada? I'd like to. I don't have any plans to go there on vacation, but it's probably one of the places I'd like to live. It's a nice place, so I want to come to Canada at some point, yeah. Niels Danielson asks, are you going to start gaming more frequently? Well, if I gamed more frequently, there would be far less videos because I'd be basically procrastinating on making them. I barely play any games outside of the Gmod recordings, so probably not, and if I did start playing more games, it would probably only be a bad thing. Umbre Repere asks, are you gonna stream more often on Twitch? Yeah, so long as I'm able to and my internet decides not to die, yeah, it's definitely something I want to do more of. G Return asks, are you pwn or human? Well, I mean, what does it look like to you? I mean, what do you think? Hey Ashy, I don't know what Ashy is though. I think it'd be rude to ask, to be honest. But yeah, Ampone. Dark Panda asks if I'm their godmother. I mean, it would be cool if I was, but you're probably older than me, so probably wouldn't work out. Stitch and Gamer asks, anime or cartoons? Though there are quite a few animes that I like, such as Single Strike Human Male and Joseph's Wacky Escapades. Generally, I enjoy more cartoons, I guess. Not that anime is bad or anything, it's just I watch less of it. Aiden Chimna asks, are horseshoes shoes for horses? That is correct. Ashy asks, oh, I guess. Ashy, what does this mean? Oh, hello. Are you okay? Are you looking at the camera? Yes. Michael asks, how did your voice cure my AIDS? I don't know, but I'm glad that it did. I'm glad that you overcame a severe viral disease. Ginger T asks, can you speak any other languages? En fait, ouais. Je peux parler un peu de français, parfois. Achille, qu'est-ce que tu fais? Okay. But yeah, I can speak French. And the Santas are jumping in the background. I don't know why. And also a bit of Spanish, I guess, which I learned from school. French, I know because I used to live in France, but that's a different story. Lo Mihalik asks, can you French? Yeah, I just did. Obese Lavender Bitch asks, can we make memes in Gmod together, please? I have a pretty tight schedule. You can make memes for me and I might make some memes in return. Whether we'll be able to do memes together, I cannot guarantee, but feel free to send me memes and I will send some back. Erin asks, when you started YouTube, did you think you would ever get this far? Not at all. I started out doing like dumb animations and thought I'd get like a few hundred subs. And then I met Breezy and stuff happened, so yeah, I was not expecting this. This is not what I had planned. Corgi asks, by the way, you're not a corgi, you're a shy, but that's a different matter. Do you have a super secret Discord server? No. What makes you think I have a super secret Discord server? I don't have a Discord server, do I, Ashy? Isn't that right, Ashy? Don't listen to her, she's a bit messed up. bit broken. Sterling asks, do you instruments? I can play the guitar. I've been learning for a few years, but kind of stopped a few years back, so I only have a couple years of experience, I guess. I also know a bit of piano, and I make music, so, you know, piano's kind of necessary. Darkswell asks, how are you so innocent and pure? Oh, trust me, I am not. Snowsickle asks, how does one be so cute like you? You know that's a lie, right? I'm not. Wait, why isn't my pack showing up? I've been recording without my pack this whole time. Okay, now that I've fixed my pack, I'm not going to redo those questions because my voice is already hurting. Rosie asks, do you like trains? I certainly do. Trains are a pretty cool mode of transport. Partly because I do have a car, but I hate driving. And trains are pretty fast, relatively cheap if you have a rail card. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Chris Otako asks, you play old retro games? To be honest, I don't. Like, the oldest games I've played are probably like DS games or Game Boy games. I don't own like a Nintendo 64 or an NES or anything old like that. Subsound asks, do you ever see yourself making skits? I would certainly like to. They sound like a fun thing to make. I enjoy writing comedy. The problem is I don't have enough actors to make skits, but if I did, I would certainly make them. DJ Shadowfire asks, don't you just love your neighbors? No. Even now, people are shouting from down my hallway, I can hear them. Joker asks, when can we expect a face reveal? Very good question. The latest will be this August when because I'm planning on going to America, going to a convention, so revealing my face would pretty much be a given by then. So at least by August, I was gonna do it at like 15k subs otherwise, but it looks like we might make it there a long while before August comes around, so I'll just wait till then. Ashley, what are you doing? Yes, hello. Just ignore her. Alex asks, favorite band? I'm a pretty big fan of rubber bands, marching bands. Armbands are pretty useful too if you don't have to swim. Tiny Loki asks, what's my favorite flavor of Mountain Dew? I gotta say, I'm a pretty big fan of that Baja Blast.
Baja Blast! Baja Blast is for horses, motherfucker.
And you can't get it in the UK. UK only serves like the original Mountain Dew, which is really annoying because I want my Baja Blast when I go to Subway. Jellybean asks, what is my favorite pastime when I'm not playing Gmod and memeing? My favorite pastime is probably eating seeds, because that's a pastime activity. No, it's probably like photoshopping random stuff, making memes. I guess that counts as memeing, but not in videos. When I'm not making videos, I'm making dumb pictures, basically. Ashy, what are you doing? This is my seat. Ashy, go away. But Matthew asks, what is your favorite tea brand? I honestly don't have one. I just buy whatever I can. PG Tips is pretty good. I'm only saying that because they have Monkey. Monkey's pretty funny. Ashy, no, ignore the keyboard, okay? That's from my old computer, don't worry. For those of you wondering why Ashy is always here, I just let her live here. I kind of felt sorry. So, I mean, my house is huge, so there's plenty of space. She doesn't say much, so she's not annoying, but yeah. She keeps me better company than these, like, 2D cardboard cutout fish. Don't know what they're up to. Excuse me? Don't massage my face, please. Okay, do that. It feels pretty good. That face! Oh no, I have collapsed into my seat. Name Goes asks, guess I'll die? Guess I'll die. Janks asks, have you ever been noticed by Senpai? Oh. Kiri asks, how did you master the art of becoming a helicopter horse? Basically, I went to Google and Googled helicopter tail pack 3 and basically just found it. Sakimoto Ayaka asks, how did you meet Bree and everyone else? I met Bree through Mr. Dilute because he used to edit for her. And then Dilute said, hey, you should talk to Bree. And then I did, and then Bree was like, hey, you should be in my videos. And that is how I met everyone else. Ashia I've known for like years though. Some Buy Potato Guy asks, how does one do a horsing? Step 1, study the horse. Step 2, copy the horse. And step 3, become the horse. Definitely Not Jalen asks, how does this image make you feel? I don't know. It makes me feel scared. I don't know how to feel. Din asks, how much horse can a meme into a duck or a duck meme into a horse? I'm gonna say 23. Because I don't know what you just asked. How often do you have to deal with Luna saying you hate her? Basically any time that I say anything relatively negative towards her, she just says, you're mean to me. And then I get angry. And she says, see, you're so mean to me. And it's a never-ending cycle and I need help. I need help. Haley asks, how has your day been so far? It's been okay. I went and cooked myself some chicken tendies and ate them. Then I had an apple, because apples are cool. That's basically it. I've only been up for a few hours, even though it's like 2 in the afternoon. I woke up really late. Carby the Buttfish asks, is your name Jeff? No. Melody asks, is my poem boopable in any way, shape or form? It is very boopable. I especially like the download aborted text behind the head. It adds an extra layer of depth to the character design. Aaron Kidney asks, may I have the cuddles, please? Of course. I don't know how I would get them to you, but yeah, sure. Hug, I guess. Even though this looks like the Michael Jackson Thriller pose. Herdero asks, what are your plans for the future of your channel? I plan to keep doing what I have been doing, but probably also make a little more original stuff in the time to come. Maybe I'll get back to PMVs and animations. And I would definitely like to do some like my own Machinima Gmod series, I guess. Those could be fun. Igor asks, what do you like about MLP? I like the characters, the voice acting, the animation and the story. So basically everything. Quinn White asks, what clothes do you like to wear? I like to wear very soft clothes and light clothes. They're like the comfiest and like prettiest things to be in, I guess. Jared Fang asks, what emotions do you feel when seeing Ashy's face? It's an odd mix of horror and pure ecstasy. Oh, oh my god. Okay, just horror. just horror. Ashy, stop. I don't like it. It's weird. Stop. She's still going. I don't know what to do. Should I call animal control? Or should I call the Ghostbusters? I don't know with her. Shogun asks, what game is giving you the biggest case of the feels? I actually play very few story-driven games, so I don't really get that many feels from the games I play. But the ending to Portal is quite emotional with the little song. I think that is probably the most feels a game has given me. Daddy Robotnik says, what happens when the crypt doors creak and the tombstones quake? I'll tell you what happens. You get Breezy to sing the entirety of that song because she knows it all by heart. Samuel Grimm asks, what is it like to be a virtual British pony? It's pretty cool. It's definitely more interesting than like not being one. I do get some odd looks from time to time, but other than that, yeah. It's pretty cool. The real Mr. Deloop asks, what do you define as success? And where do you hope to be in 10 years' time? I define success as having a job that gives me enough money to live and is enjoyable, while also giving me enough free time to like have fun with friends and continue doing videos. In 10 years' time, I hope to be away from this country. I was gonna move to America, but I might move to either Canada or France and just make films there. I'd like to edit films in 10 years' time. Sound of the Waves asks, what will it take for you to give up JoJo? Listen here, Abby, I will give up JoJo when you stop quoting Hamilton every time. Every time there's like the slightest hint of a reference that you quote an entire song from a single lyric. When you stop doing that, then I will stop watching JoJo. Okay? Only then. A guy on the internet asks, who are you again? I am me. I make videos on the internet. Cheddar asks, among all your friends, who is your favorite? Excuse me? Are you trying to tear my friendships apart by making me pick a favorite? I can't just do that. But if I had to choose, it would be Ashley's floating head. Because she died. Her eyes are still moving. This is scary. I don't like it. Steve Sona 5 asks, why are you such an awesome pone? If you think I am, I'm afraid you are sadly mistaken. Can you help me think of a question? Asks Yiffa. Unfortunately, I can't. Generally people just ask why I am such insert compliment here, and they're all lying. I'm not a good person. Arbidu asks, on a scale of 1 to 10, horse? Definitely a 9.5. Amethyst Star asks, why is your office so small? I mean, in here it's huge. At university it's tiny because we are given rooms that are about the size of a double bed. So of course I'm not gonna have that much space. Saint Splayer 666 asks, what is your favorite game of all time? My favorite game of all time is Portal, because I am basic. Arctic J asks, why do you find everything ever lewd? I don't know where you got that idea from. Because I don't, I promise, I don't. Bree asks, why do you always leave me alone in Discord calls? Because you always leave me out of pre-corp. And also you smell funny. Pushy Horse asks, Boop, why are you such amazing? Excuse me? Ashley, why are you playing with your own dead body? Okay, let's just pretend we didn't see that. Once again, you are sadly mistaken. I am not such amazing. And finally, Luna asks, will you ever accept the fact that you are a cute no matter what because it's true? No you. Well, I think that's going to be it for now, unless I can think of any funny skits to add at the end. Thank you all for the questions. My voice is dead. But yeah, thank you for 10k subs. I literally couldn't have done this without every single one of you. And ta-ta, I guess. I shall be on my way. Ashley, stop playing with dead bodies, okay? It's not good.